My sister, I think when she was about 16 or 17, had an abortion. It was an easy decision for her at the time, but it was complicated and complex. I was one of the few people that she told. Thinking about what that decision meant for her, what that decision meant for our family, that always sat with me. I got into medical school, ended up in Lubbock, Texas. I got involved with Med Students for Choice and learned about abortion, and things started clicking. Like, oh, wait a second, this is super important, this is super common, this has profound effects on people, their life, their family, their ability to do what they want to do with their life, control over their own body, freedom. I was like, oh my God, this all makes sense. And finally felt some passion for something and thought, this is what I need to be doing with my life. Once I was in fellowship, a lot of fellows were doing the Leadership Training Academy. I had no experience in advocacy, never written a letter to a newspaper, but a lot of folks were doing it, and I thought this might be helpful and a good skill set to have. My first interview, one of the staff members at PRH brought to me. I was afraid, but I said I'll do it anonymously. The next one, I was like, okay, that one wasn't bad. Maybe I'll use my name, and then I'll use my photo. And then we were doing videos.
Joining us now is Dr. Bhavik Kumar. He provides abortion care at Planned Parenthood Center for Children.
And it just started going from there. And then one thing turned into 100 things at this point.
Many people have been forced to carry their pregnancies to term when they know that they can't carry those pregnancies in a safe way. What I know after 8 years of providing this care and seeing thousands of people, it's really unethical that courts are making these decisions that impact people every single day.
There's more power in being out. There's more power in us controlling the narrative, us telling our story, bringing humanity to who we are as providers, that we can use our words to describe what we're doing, what we're hearing from our patients, the compassion that we bring to the work, the empathy that we have when patients tell us their stories. We can have more power when we say our stories and we tell our truth.
Dr. Kumar really exemplifies that we live here and we fight for the communities that we come from, and that we are going to do this work with love in community together.
When I first got the email about the award, I was not ready to accept it. I think about my privilege, like, is this the moment when a man is going to accept an abortion award? Like, is this right? Should somebody else get it? What have I done to deserve this award?
I have had the great pleasure of working with Dr. Bhavik Kumar since he joined our team 4.5 years ago as the medical director for primary care. Bhavik always puts the patients first. It's not uncommon for physicians to work to optimize care protocols and eliminate barriers to care for marginalized patients. But what is uncommon, and yet so important, is Bhavik's commitment to speaking out both locally and nationally. And when you live in Texas and speak out about your patient's right to bodily autonomy, this comes with no small threat to your personal safety.
I think about George Tiller, who this award is named for. I was in my 3rd year of medical school in El Paso when he was assassinated. I had already committed to becoming an abortion provider at that time. The reality that somebody could be murdered for providing this care was obviously very stark in that moment. It was very clear and certainly scary. When I think about the theme, care is not a crime, I think about some of the laws that have passed in Texas where providing healthcare, we could spend life in jail. These are things that, we navigate and think about, and it's heavy, but it's the right thing to do. This is always what I come back to. I think about the patients, I think about the stories we hear, and while all the other stuff that I mentioned is heavy, when you're sitting in front of somebody and they need care and they're a real human being, all that stuff goes away. I never want any patient to be afraid of accessing care where they need it. We all deserve healthcare, whether it's abortion care or it's trans care or it's just, care for your cold. That's the only way we can be healthy and be full functioning people in society.